While any type of learner can benefit from having Orton-Gillingham-based instruction for literacy development, it is essential for two types of learners, which include emerging readers and struggling readers. An emerging reader is a student who has never been exposed to literacy concepts. This would include young children and also include English as a second language students. Struggling readers are students who have been presented with literacy instruction but are having difficulty acquiring, mastering, and applying literacy skills. This can be for a variety of reasons, which include, of course, dyslexia, dysgraphia, OWL, LD, or SLI, and a variety of processing disorders. But most often, we see struggling readers who have not been properly or adequately instructed with a phonics-based approach in the classroom. The students do not have time or practice within the classroom setting to master these skills. And in order to move forward with literacy skills, the foundational skills must be mastered before moving forward into the more complex skills. Therefore, when the students do not master the foundational skills because of inadequate instruction or not enough practice time, they're not able to move forward to the more complex skills necessary for successful literacy. Therefore, whether you have a child that is an emerging reader, a struggling reader, or a traditional learner who is just interested in expanding their literacy skills, an Orton-Gillingham approach is an excellent fit for all types of learners. Let's further define emerging reader and struggling reader. An emerging reader is a child who is just encountering reading concepts for the first time or who is early in their reading journey, also called a beginning reader. A struggling reader is a child who may or may not have a learning disability, but who is having difficulty acquiring reading skills even after some level of reading instruction. The process of intervention for an emerging reader or a struggling reader is very simple. The first step is to have a dyslexia specialist trained in Orton-Gillingham or an Orton-Gillingham-based program assess where in the sequence your child should begin instruction. If this type of professional is unavailable in your area, it is absolutely fine to begin at the very beginning of the sequence to ensure that your child is building a solid foundation. The next step is to begin Orton-Gillingham-based structured literacy instruction. Consistency is key for emerging readers and struggling readers. These students require a minimum of 2 sessions each week. The student should not progress to a new concept until the current concept has been mastered. Mastery will vary from student to student and concept to concept. The amazing benefit of structured literacy instruction is that it works well for all types of learners. Research supports that over 60% of students in the classroom need structured literacy to learn to read. Structured literacy is effective for teaching all students how to read and write. Structured literacy instruction is effective for students learning English as a second language, or ESL students. Students who receive explicit, systematic literacy instruction are more likely to become biliterate.